Ennah hi, and welcome back to Everything Shanice. If you are new here, hey girl, my name is Shanice. I'm from Roatan, Honduras. I now live in Atlanta, the outskirts of Atlanta. And welcome to episode 1 of Island Kitchen, where I bring the flavors of my Caribbean island to my ATL kitchen. And today, on episode 1, we are making one of my absolute favorite meals, and that is pigtails and beans and dumplings, of course, with rice, cabbage, and fried ripe plantains. Let's go ahead and get started. And come on, let's get started making this meal.
I know I don't choro, come babico. I know I don't choro, come rubaka. I know I don't choro, come pawantu. I know I don't choro, come zuwewe. Mana chogi me, I know I don't choro, elu ene kwamo. Chogi me, I know I don't choro, chineke jidam. Oh, when the voices call my name, I choose the light, not easy game. Hey, I won't trade my soul away. I walk the truth, I choose your way. Hey. Every day I go there. Every day I dance in gratitude. Even when the test is hard to face, I choose the truth, I choose the way. Your love will keep me strong in grace. Oh, G-dem, when my strength is fading low. G-dem, Lord, I can't walk alone. I know I don't choro, come babico. I know I don't choro, come rubaka. I know I don't choro, come pawantu. I know I don't choro, come zuwewe. Mana chogi me, I know I don't choro, elu ene kwamo. Chogi me, I know I don't choro, chineke jidam. Oh, when the voices call my name, I choose the light, not easy game. Hey, I won't trade my soul away. I walk the truth, I choose your way. Hey. Every day I go there. Every day I dance in gratitude. Even when the test is hard to face, I choose the truth, I choose the way. Your love will keep me strong in grace. Oh, G-dem, when my strength is fading low. G-dem.
So I had to put the beans back on because they're not soft. I have had this pressure cooker forever, at least 11 years now. So it takes longer for the beans or whatever you're using the pressure cooker for it to get soft. So I'm just gonna put them back on for another 30 minutes or so. I've boiled and rinsed the pigtail once. This is round 2. I'm not doing like a commentary step by step, just because I don't know if you would prefer that. Let me know in the comments below, so that in episode 2 and moving forward, I will make sure to give you a step-by-step how I'm doing it. I'm happy to do that, even though I wrote everything down. Let me show you. A few years ago, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, I called my mom and I said, "Mom, I want to make pigtail and beans. I'm craving it," and there was nobody here. My sister wasn't here, there was nobody here, so I said, just walk me through it, and I'm gonna write it down. Like, you walk me through it like you're in the kitchen cooking it right now. And that's exactly what she did, and I wrote it down. Look, it's torn up, the paper is all greasy. I don't know if you can tell, but it's all greasy and everything right here, because I have had this, I think, for like 3 or 4 years now. I know, shame on me, because I could do better than this. You know what I mean? I really could do better than this. I will do better than this. But yeah, I wrote everything down. Like, it says boil the pigtails 3 times. You throw out the water. You boil them till they're soft, you know. I have all that. I even wrote like fry the veggies, add the veggies to the bean. Like, I did it step by step by step because I wanted it to taste just like hers. So yeah, I wrote everything down. Right now, while I'm waiting for that, I'm gonna go ahead and make the dumplings, because I also have that here. That step is I have to add the dumplings to the beans before adding the pigtails. So let's go ahead and make the dumplings now. too much water. See, it's too sticky. Look. You see? So, remember in the first video where I said I'm not a cook? Proof. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more flour. If you made dumpling before, do come criticize mine, please. Thank you. It's been 30 minutes. Let's see if the beans are soft. And then I'm gonna check the pigtails. Like the fork is going through it easily. They're super soft. I have a story actually. I don't know if you can tell, like this arm, well, minus the flour, of course. This arm, like there's a line right here. I don't know if you can see right here. All of this. When I was younger, didn't know that you can't force open a pressure cooker. And me, I went into my grandmother's house and I forced it and I forced it and I forced it till it opened. Obviously, it wasn't like filled with air because I got it open and it blew up on my hand. So, lesson learned. All the air coming out of that, let me go ahead and do the rice. The rice don't take long, but it can cook while I'm getting the beans ready. Rice is washed. I'm using jasmine rice. BT dubs. So to come back to my little instructions because I did forget one step. So add the veggies to bean, check. Now it says add coconut milk, 1 can. I don't have the can, so I'm using the powder. This is by Grace Coconut Milk. It's the powder. It's really good too, so I'm just gonna use this one. My sister tell me that she can't believe I still use this piece of paper right here. She said she can't believe it, but she forget I don't cook like her. That was straight rotan, please. Those are my roots. But she can't believe that I still use this. Look, she been through a lot, but she, you know, I can pass this, you know, like I'm gonna put it on my tablet. This is what I'm gonna do, like create a folder for recipes, and I have more. I have this one full of oil, the same. What is this? This is for rice pop / rice cake. This is for chicken soup. My sister actually taught me this one because she made really good chicken soup. I don't like soup, so I never learned how to make soup. And this is for my lemon cake. See, they all tear up and thing, but listen, they work because I wrote it, so I know what I wrote and I just make it. What is this? This is for buns, my absolute favorite baked good, but mine not come out. It didn't come out. I followed this to the T and they didn't come out, but that's okay because we're gonna try again.
I know I don't choro, come babiko. I know I don't choro, come rubaka. I know I don't choro, come pawantu. I know I don't choro, come zuwewe. Mana chogi me, I know I don't choro, elu bene kwamo. Chogi me, I know I don't choro, chineke jidam. Oh, when the voices call.
I was supposed to add the dumpling before the coconut milk.
I know I don't choro, come babiko. I know I don't choro, come rubaka. I know
make a disclaimer. Some people, I do too sometimes when I'm making pigtail and beans, for the last 10 minutes when the beans are pressuring, you can add the pigtail. I mean, you know, you boil them twice and then you add them to the beans and let them pressure for like 10 minutes to get them soft. But I had already boiled them and they were already soft enough today, so I didn't add them to the beans. But I just wanted to make that disclaimer. I just added them. So we're gonna let this boil a little bit and then we taste it, make sure there's enough salt and sugar, and then we'll be done. Well, let me check the rice because we haven't checked the rice. You didn't tell me to check the rice. You were gonna let my rice burn? Et voila. Let's try it. Oh, it's hot, 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 hot. And that is it for episode 1 of Island Cooking. I'm so grateful that I get to share a little bit of our Caribbean taste with you through this series. And thank you so much for hanging out with me as I made this delicious meal. I'm gonna go eat now, so I'm gonna see Ennah next Saturday. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe and join this community. Turn on your notification bell so you are alerted to when I post a new video, and I'll see you next Saturday.